Jane Austen is a British novelist. She was born in the year 1775. She belongs to the Victorian age. She has written 5 novels. Her novels are called domestic realism because it deals with domestic life. She is a conventional writer. Her novel, The Emma, was published in the year 1815. The story is set in the small village of Highbury. Characters: Emma Woodhouse. She is the protagonist in this novel, a wealthy, intelligent, and somewhat spoiled young woman who enjoys matchmaking. She is 20-year-old Mr. George Knightley, Emma's brother-in-law and close friend. He is sensible, kind, and often points out Emma's mistake, helping her grow as a person. Harriet Smith, a sweet but naive young woman of unknown parentage, she becomes Emma's friend and the subject of her mismatching efforts. Mr. Elton, the village vicar, he initially appears charming but is revealed to be ambitious and interested in Emma for her wealth, not in Harriet. Frank Churchill, Mr. Weston's son from his first marriage. He is charming and flirtatious but secretly engaged to Fairfax. Jane Fairfax, an orphan raised by her aunt, Miss Bates. She is beautiful, talented, and secretly engaged to Frank Churchill. Let's see the storyline of Emma. Emma Woodhouse is a young, rich woman who lives in a small village called Highbury. She loves to play matchmaker, helping people find love. After successfully marrying off her governess, Miss Taylor, to Mr. Weston, she decides to find a husband for her new friend, Harriet Smith. Harriet likes a farmer named Mr. Martin, but Emma convinces her to reject his marriage proposal. Instead, Emma wants Harriet to marry Mr. Elton, the village vicar. But things go wrong when Mr. Elton proposes to Emma instead of Harriet. Emma realizes Mr. Elton just wants to marry someone rich and isn't interested in Harriet at all. Meanwhile, Emma meets Frank Churchill, who she thinks she might like. They spend time together, but it turns out Frank is secretly engaged to another woman named Jane Fairfax. Emma also starts to feel jealous of Jane, who is very talented and pretty. Emma's close friend, Mr. Knightley, often tells her that her matchmaking is causing trouble. Over time, Emma starts to see that her actions have hurt people, especially Harriet. She realizes that she has been selfish and that she loves Mr. Knightley. In the end, Emma and Mr. Knightley admit they love each other and get engaged. Harriet ends up happy too as she marries Mr. Martin. Jane and Frank also gets married and everything ends well. Emma learns to be more thoughtful and less meddling in others' lives. Let us discuss the themes found in this novel. Social class and status. The story shows how people are treated differently based on their social class. Emma Woodhouse, the main character, often thinks about who is rich or poor when making decisions. Marriage and matchmaking. Much of the story is about Emma trying to set up her friends with partners she thinks are right for them. The book explores how important marriage is in society and what makes good match. Learning about oneself. Emma makes many mistakes and learns about herself through the story. She realizes she doesn't always know what's best and grows as a person. Love and friendship. The relationships between characters show different kinds of love and friendship. Emma's bond with Mr. Knightley shows that real love is based on respect and understanding. Trickery and fooling oneself. Many characters, especially Emma, misunderstand their own feelings and the feelings of others. This leads to problems and shows the importance of being honest with oneself. Roles of men and women. The book shows the limited roles women had in society at that time. Emma is different because she is independent and confident, challenging the traditional roles of women. Community and helping others. The story highlights the importance of being part of a community and helping those around you. Emma learns that she has a responsibility to be kind and considerate to others. These themes help to make Emma an interesting story about people, society, and personal growth.